zeal about it. I think that the concert is an antiquarian format, totally outdated, utterly without relevance to mid-20th century or middle-late 20th century life. I certainly feel that very strongly, and did at the time that I was giving them, so I was giving very dishonest concerts, presumably. I still maintain that if I happen to be a pharmaceutical inventor and hit upon the perfect lozenge to ease all bad throats as I have today, it would not occur to me necessarily to say, the lozenge represents the future and the sore throat represents the past. The lozenge would simply be a way of stilling a sore throat. Well, giving up concerts was simply a way of getting rid of an intensely unpleasant experience. So it really comes back to a profound distaste for a way of life that seemed to me, let me use a term that in my vocabulary is at the very bottom, or top as the case may be, in terms of derogatory comment. It seemed to be a very hedonistic way of life. And I think above all I wanted to get rid of it for that reason.
You don't feel a need to have direct communication with the public?
None at all.
Do you mean?
I feel, in fact, that I have, to the extent that it's available to me, a much more direct means of communication through recording, through the camera. If you sit in the Tchaikovsky Hall in Moscow, you're going to have to reach that man up there at the back, and you're going to have to inflect, you're going to have to breathe with every minutiae of the movement, which isn't the way the microphone recognizes musical phenomena, isn't the way the camera picks it up. The camera is a close-up vehicle, essentially. The microphone is a close-up vehicle. Bach was writing for ears that were close by his instruments, and I think that one could make certain exceptions. One could make the obvious exception of Wagner and Bayreuth, of certain houses built to house certain, structures. But by and large, the concert is utterly dead as a means by which to creatively or recreatively present music. Because there is no way, there is simply no scientific, acoustical, human way in which those events, no matter how glamorous, no matter how dramatic, can equal what one can do in the privacy, in the hermetically sealed privacy of this studio.
As I understand.